Good morning. How are you all doing? I'm just so excited. Do you see our little uh, American flags there, along with some stuffing? It was stuffed into a ceramic planter that says it was blue and it said, "God bless America." And we gave the planter, we put soil and put a plant in it for my daughter-in-law to take home with her. So we just took out what was in it, including the flowers and the flags, and we brought it with us. Our daughter-in-law loves plants, so we gave her a part of our plant, one of our plants that we've had for many, many years. Good morning, Tina. How are you? God bless you. You were up early this morning, even in Ursula's live. I was up early too because my son and his wife got up this morning when my husband got up to get ready to go to work to see my dad, see my husband before they left. So I got up too. I got up at 4:00 Central Time. I made a video this morning. What you saying? You sent a flower with them? A plant. We have a plant that we've had for years and years, and it's been growing like crazy. It's one of those plants you water and forget about it for a month, water it again in a month, and just keeps going. I forget what it's called. But we got a planter from a Veterans Day dinner that we went to, and that was in the planter, the flowers and the flags and stuff. So we took it out of the planter, and my husband put soil and a couple bulbs in the plant from stalks from the plant. I don't have a picture of it right now that I can put up here. I don't even know how to add a picture to the side. And it's kind of a big plant, so it's too big for me to carry over here. It's very heavy because it's in a big pot in our living room on the floor. Weighs about at least 30 pounds. So I won't be picking it up to bring it to you, to show you. It's just a green plant. It doesn't flower. But we took the flowers, flags, and the white stuff, that. We took that out of the planter, and Tina says, I have a viney one like that. I seem to kill everything. My sister-in-law sent it home with my husband. Nothing seems to kill it. Woohoo! Yay for unkillable plants. My daughter gave me the plant behind it. That one I could carry here. My daughter gave me this one. She said it is also one of those that you can't kill. So we'll see. We'll see how we manage. We kill most everything else. Except for that plant, so far, we've had it about 3 weeks to a month. The plant that we have in the living room that we've had for about a year, 8 years. Hi, Susan. How are you? Yeah, I watered it yesterday. So it's looking decent. And Tina says, good morning, Susan. And Susan says, okay. Okay. I hope you're feeling better. My legs are hurting. I set I turned on the heater on the hot tub so I could go sit in it later today because it was down to 82 degrees. I'm going to get it up to 104 or at least above 100. 104 is the highest it'll go. So Susan says, hi, Tina. Yeah, my son and daughter-in-law left this morning at about 4:30 when my husband left for work. So I've been up since 4. I started knitting, Susan. Not very good at it, but I try. I'm making part of this around so it's gonna go around this wreath. Yeah. Susan says, I saw you in Ursula's live. Yep, I was advertising myself. And just to see what everybody's talking about. People with pain, I'm there. Yep, we were both in there. And yep, daylight for black. Yes, to use black, you use daylight or really bright light. One of my friends swears by the lighted crochet hooks. She loves those, so. Yes, early morning risers, all of us today. Yep. Then we were talking about plants, and we went to a Veterans Day dinner Friday night. And I was telling Tina that right there was in a blue ceramic planter that said, God bless America. And it had that in it. So my husband, my daughter-in-law loves plants. So, and she wanted some of the one we've had for 8 years and haven't managed to kill yet. So my husband put soil and some of the, a couple of bulbs in there with the plants shooting up. And so that's what was in it before. So we just put it out on our countertop for now. This is the plant my daughter gave me last month. This one I could carry. The other one that we gave some to my daughter-in-law, I cannot. It's heavy. It's on the floor in our living room. It's in a big pot, like 30 to 50 pounds. Yep. So I'm going to start reading because nobody else is here yet. Can you give me a thumbs up? Just so people know that I'm here. But I'm got my book, Jesus Calling. Thank you, Tina. Bask in the luxury of being fully understood and unconditionally loved. Dare to see yourself as I see you, radiant in my righteousness, cleansed by my blood. I view you as the one I created you to be, the one you will be in actuality when heaven becomes your home. It is my life within you that is changing you from glory to glory. Rejoice in this mysterious miracle. Thank me continually for the amazing gift of my spirit within you. We'll get back to that after I'm done reading. Try to depend on the help of the Spirit as you go through this day of life. Pause briefly from time to time so you can consult with this Holy One inside you. He will not force you to do his bidding, but he will guide you as you give him space in your life. Walk along this wondrous way of collaboration with my spirit. Good morning, Shatika. How are you? And Tina says, good morning, Shatika. Here are the verses. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. That is Psalm 34, verse 5. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. That is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 21. But we all, with unveiled face, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from glory to glory, just as by the Spirit of the Lord. That is 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18 in the New King James Version. Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. That is Galatians chapter 5, verse 25. Oh, I love all this. I love reading these devotionals. They put me in the right frame of mind for the day. Hi, Lisa. How are you? It's so good to see you. I saw you this morning in Ursula's live. I don't normally get up that early, but I had to see my son and daughter-in-law off this morning. They left when my husband left for work. Camper says, "Good evening, Lisa." And Lisa says, "I am good." And she says, "Hi, Tina." Okay, so I want to pray right now that thank me continually for the amazing gift of my spirit within you. That is what I want to do right now. Heavenly Father, I thank you for your spirit that is within us, that helps us do what you want us to do. Thank you for leading us in the way we should go. And thank you, Lord, that we can consult you with you as we go through our day, Heavenly Father. I ask it in you I thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen. So Tina put praying hands, and Shatika says, "Thank you. Needed a devotional to start this day and coffee." I got mine. I put creamer in it. It's not, creamer makes it unhealthy, I know. But last night I made macaroni and cheese, and we did potatoes, small potatoes in the crock pot. And I didn't care for the way they turned out, so my husband cut them up, put spices and seasonings on them, and cooked them in the air fryer back here. Back here. That's our air fryer. And they were very good. So Shatika, do you want me to reread it since you weren't here right when I read it? And am I pronouncing your name correctly? Tina says, "I'm having bread and gravy for breakfast this morning, leftover gravy from night before last." Wonderful. That sounds good too. Sometimes I like doing peanut butter, or no, toast with butter and cinnamon. We used to call it cinnamon bread. Was a treat for the kids when they were grown up, when they were young. I don't know if they remember that. Sometimes I would buy the cinnamon or the Pillsbury refrigerated cinnamon rolls, and we'd cook those, bake those in the oven. That would be our breakfast. And when they were young, for a while, we had a Sam's Club membership, and we would go there on Saturday mornings and eat all the samples. Yeah, Tina says, "I love hot cinnamon rolls." They're very good. I don't care for them when they cool off, but I love them when they're warm. So, Shatika, do you need me to read this over again? It's always a good one. These devotionals are awesome. Oh, I can catch the replay. Thank you. Also, I have a devotional book in the bedroom and living room. Wonderful. Do you read it every day? I find some of them I don't read every day. I've got one that's it's on a flip chart. Every day I flip the page, but I don't always do that. I keep it in my bedroom and I don't always read them. And they're much smaller. They're not full page devotionals. They're just a paragraph or two. Usually, well, it's about the power of praying for your husband. So it's by Stormy O'Mardian. And Camper says put them in the microwave to warm them up. We're talking about cinnamon rolls. And you love hearing the devotionals? So do I. I love reading them. I love sitting quietly with the Lord and just feeling his presence. To me, that makes all my problems seem to vanish. Even my pain, the pain I'm living with. Seems to vanish or disappear when I'm with the Lord. So, did you all have a great weekend? Tina says, that's wonderful. Yes. I love being in God's presence for that reason. Well, among others, but just because my problems fall by the wayside when I'm with him, when I'm in his presence. And the more I feel his presence, the less I'm in this world. Awesome. Your grandson was there Saturday night. That is wonderful. Yeah, our son and daughter-in-law came here Friday a little after noon. And Friday night we went to a veterans dinner. My husband and son ate free because they're veterans, and my daughter-in-law and we paid for our tickets. So we spent Friday night with them. Saturday they went to work out, and then and Livy went to meet one of her friends for lunch. No, that was Sunday. Saturday, I went to the church women's tea. Livy was going to come with me, but she wasn't feeling good because she drank too much. She's a tiny thing, so she can't hardly, 2 drinks will do her. But they had a wedding that day in the evening, Saturday night. And Sunday, my husband and I went to church. And then Livy went to have lunch with a friend. And we didn't see them till Sunday night. Because then they went to work out and they went shopping. But that's okay. Yeah, we put our son on our YMCA membership. He was here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and left this morning. He's been to the Y 3 days. The 3 days that he was here. Yes, Livy is also from this area. They went to high school together. They graduated the same year from the same school. So they've got friends here. Yep, we've known her a long time. She drove with us from here to Georgia twice back in 2016 when my son was in boot camp and AIT, because they were dating. They started dating in officially November of 2015. But my son was gone for a lot of those years, a lot of that time. They got married in 2020, December 30th to be exact. Officially at a courthouse. And then last year in September was their wedding anniversary, their reception. Yeah, even though my son was a sergeant, he had to room with, when he lived on base, they would put him in a rooming with, young guys who are new to the military. So my son and Livy got married at the courthouse to get the paperwork so he can move up to an apartment off base. Tina says that's the way to do it. What's everyone making right now? This is what I'm making. Trying to make this guy. It's knit. I didn't see a crocheted version of that one. I did see a crocheted version of one versus a knit of the same item. I want to show it to you. They got this guy. Here's the knit version. Here's the crocheted version. And those are all colors that they gave me with this book. It's a book I bought from Joann's. It came in a bag along with all the yarn. Plus the purple yarn. It came with these 2 knitting needles like this and this crochet hook. They're both size 3.5 millimeter. So that's what I'm working on right now. Need my stitch counter, row counter for knit, because I can't tell that that's 76 rows just looking at it. It's not as easy to see how many stitches or how many rows you made without a knit. I thought there wasn't a crochet version. Glad you found it. Might making the little guy easier. That little guy, yes, but everything else, I haven't seen a crocheted version of this one, the one I'm working on. And I don't know if they have a crocheted version of that one either, or any of the others. Camper says, what you working on, Susan? I'd never heard of that yarn either. It says Figgy Yarn Kit. So that's what came with the kit, with this magazine. It says a kit that works for both Halloween and Christmas. Genius. Whether you're making a festive wreath or a spooky witch, this pack has the go-to shades along with a touch of sparkle, and there are stitch markers too. I am going to check this out a little bit more. They said post your makes on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. So I'm gonna check them out, see if they have a Facebook page. I don't do much on Instagram, so like the Motor Mouse Mike, he looks knit. This looks knit. These are crocheted. The slippers are crocheted. I like the slippers I'm making better. But the ones I've made before with Jennifer, Dinky Crafts Jennifer. What you working on, Lisa and Shatika? I don't know who else is here besides me and Tina. Yeah, it seems like we're the only ones here, but there's 2 people here. Susan, I'm working on my star-shaped blanket. Awesome. So I'm kind of eager to see about getting more of this done today. That sounds very pretty, Susan. Yeah. You showed me the link of the pattern you were making, but I don't know where it is now. So yeah, this is my first time using wooden knitting needles. I've used wooden crochet hooks before. Sometimes I worry that they're gonna break because the acrylic or crystalline ones have broken on me before. So I like the aluminum hooks because I know they're not gonna break. Susan says it takes me a while to type. I understand. Tina says, I saved some I seen that were baby blankets. I think they look very pretty, the star pattern. I've done a star pattern big blanket for a queen size bed. Of course, it's round, but it's big enough to cover the top of a queen size bed. So I've made one of those in the past. I don't know where it is now. Oh, Susan says in rainbow. Cool. That's going to be pretty. You're using solid colors, right? Or are you using a striped yarn? To me, a striped yarn, since you're working in the rounds are not, rows of a certain color are not going to be the same. But that's going to be gorgeous, says Tina. Yes. Very beautiful. I love the rainbow colors, the pastels for babies. It's wonderful. One of my friends just became a grandmother a week ago. She is so excited. She's a lot younger than me. My granddaughter would take that one too. She loves colorful ones the best. And my son likes black. Black, white, and gray is their decor for their house. Oh, she's only 4, of course. Back when I was 4 or 5, my favorite colors were pink and purple. I think most little girls' favorite colors are pink and purple. Huh, there it is. My other needle, knitting needle. So I like to buy these kits from the UK. This is a UK magazine from United Kingdom. And they're pricey, but they come with all kinds of goodies. My son, when he was little, colored everything black. He's the one that bought me the brown clay to try and make hook handles. Oh, that's funny. But I looked up that polymer clay, and it comes in a whole bunch of different colors. He's not at all colorful. I used to hate it when my kids would take school pictures and they wouldn't smile. So I told my kids to smile and they would go like this. So it's like, show some teeth. So yeah, my kids, they did not like getting their picture taken. Me, I was a ham when I was younger. I loved the camera. Then they show their teeth with. Yeah. It's funny. And then Camper says, Susan, I'll type enough for both of us. All right. Well, that's quite all right. I keep my magnifying glass nearby because sometimes the writing, especially the italics and especially the numbers, I can't see them. So that's why I have my magnifying glass nearby. So Susan is working on their star blanket. And Tina, what are you working on? Ha ha, Tina. So Susan, I I like my row counters especially for knitting. I may have to see if they're back on sale at Amazon, because that's where I got them from. I may be doing a giveaway soon. What would you like to see in the giveaway? Besides yarn? I'm in between now. I just finished the shawl I was making. Not real fond of it. I like that it gets wider, but the sides don't grow as fast. Okay, are you doing Bagaday's shawl? The most recent shawl? And Tina says, yarn. I said, besides yarn. Yes, it was the newest one. All right. I'm making the one previous to that, which she put out like a few days before that other one, the one you're making. Oh, Susan says a bag. All right. Tina says it's long enough to wrap up, but the sides don't grow with it. I figured it would all grow because you're working in a triangle, aren't you? So the length should grow twice as fast as the bottom. That's how I thought it was being made. Tina says yes, but it don't come down far enough for your arms while the length seems already too long. Oh, that's weird. Have you tried making a rectangular shawl? Working from side to side or top to bottom? I've done those too. I've also done shawls that are like 5 sides. 4 angles. But most of the shawls I make are triangle ones. Huh. So Tina says, I want to try her lacy one recently she put out. Okay. I'll have to go check it out. I don't remember seeing that one. It will be thin thread though. Okay. Usually that's just enough in the summertime. A thin one, 5, 10, 15, 22. So how thin? Bag a Day doesn't like thin thread. I think I want warmer feeling shawl to help keep warm. Yep. I think a 3-weight would be good to make a shawl with for like an evening out in the summer. I don't think a shawl would be good with a 5-weight. But 4 might be okay. I take that back. I have made a shawl, rectangle shawl with homespun. I've made a poncho with homespun, actually 2 of them, matching ones for mother and daughter. Back when I was thinner and my daughter was about 10 to 12. She used between a 2 and a 3 on that one. It's spidery looking pattern. Seems easy though. Cool. I've got a lot of 3-weight yarn in different colors. I bought like 6 of each so that a variety of colors to make tops or sweat, summer cardigans with. I also have some 4-weight of the flex yarn in a bunch of different colors. When it was on sale, I bought a lot of it. When it was on sale for $3 a skein, I bought a lot of it. In different colors to make sweaters, cardigans. Have you guys ever made anything with latte cakes? It's so soft. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever made anything with it. I'm trying to think whether I have any of it. at all. What are you making with it, Tina? I know you bought some yesterday at Ollie's or over the weekend. Not sure if it was yesterday. What are you making with it, Tina? Or you said you're between projects right now. I don't know yet. Looking for ideas. Oh, how many cakes do you have and how many yards are in each? And what is the specs on it? Like, is it a 4-way? Is it 100% acrylic, or does it have some wool in it? That's what I want to know. What's it made of? And how thick? And how much of it do you have? If you only have 1 or 2 cakes, I would make a hat and scarf set. If you have 6 cakes, maybe a sweater. I think about 2,000 yards. I don't think wool. Not sure if it's not sure. It's super soft if it does. I hid it. So you've got enough to make a sweater or cardigan. That's what I would make with it. What color, or is it all different colors? Yes, my husband don't know I bought more yarn. Okay. I won't tell. Hopefully he doesn't watch these videos. I need to weave in ends too, but I think I'm going to work on another row right now. Different colors. It's kind of furry feeling, I'd call it. Okay. Is it a 4-weight? Maybe fluffy's a good explanation. Okay. Is it a 4-weight or a 5-weight? Worsted or chunky? bulky. I don't know, I think England uses, the UK uses chunky. We say bulky in the United States. Yes, I think it's about a 4 weight, but the fluffy would make it considered higher, but it's not. Okay. Yeah, nice cardigan, I think. Do the colors match? At least. If not, then and are they solid? Or are they striped? They are solid. Okay. Do they go well together? Yes. All right. Cool. It's kind of striped in the cake, but very slightly changing. Cool. So if I had 6 that went together, I would probably, or what, 2,000 yards that kind of all go together, I would make a sweater or cardigan. But the striped in the cake, like you said, might look good in a hat and scarf set. Hat and cowl, ear warmers, fingerless gloves. Am I giving you too many ideas? I would make a clothing item with it. You can also make a lap blanket, a throw blanket. That would be enough for that too. I'm not real big on scarves, but this yarn would feel wonderful in one. Uh-huh. I'm not big on scarves either, but I like cowls. Any suggestions, Susan? Yeah, Susan's been quiet. I think she's busy crocheting on her star afghan, which will be cool. Can't wait to see a picture of it, Susan. I'm going to go get more coffee. Potty break. Tina said, I haven't been on Facebook lately. I have to go there to look for pictures of them, of items completed. I love seeing things people create. So do I. Susan says, no, not crochet, I guess. I would make a blanket. Tina. That would be good because it's really nice and soft, says Tina. I put a little too much creamer in here. I need to go get more coffee to put in it. That's what I was thinking, sis. Peppermint. Yeah, it wouldn't be big enough to make a big blanket, but maybe a throw blanket you can make with it. Tina says, I'd like to make a wrap, something where you have holes for your arms to go through. They have those cocoon sweaters or ponchos with arms. Yeah, the longer type. Well, you can just add rows. You don't have to follow a pattern exactly. You can make it as long as you want, right? I know my sister-in-law loves capes. So when I saw one for sale at Hirschner's, back when Hancock Fabrics, we had a Hancock Fabrics at one time here. They had one on sale. It was high dollar, I thought, but it was like fleecy material. Yeah, the longer type. Yes. Okay. A cape. Yep. But they have the cocoon. I've seen patterns for cocoon sweaters or with, sleeves. They're big, but they've got the sleeves, or at least half sleeves, to cover the lower part of your arms. I don't think I can do 118 rounds with the yarn that I have left. I'll see how much I can do. I'm on round 79 right now. My mother-in-law would have loved one of that type, like a big shrug. Yes. I once found a lady online who had shrugs, and I called her up and says, "How can I order this from you?" And back in the day, I wrote her a check and I sent it to her. And then she sent me a booklet with all 6 of her patterns. I think it was about $20 is what she charged. I forget who it was. I forget her name. Uh, 10, 15, 22. Just right. So, Susan, how big of a bag would you like for your crochet projects? I got 80. Moving right along. Yep. Working on it. And, big. All right. I think I can do that. Big bag. Like a grocery bag. Yep. Thanks, Tina. There you go. So I'm looking forward to when this is done. This is what I've got left of this yarn. So many aren't what? You need to explain that thought, Camper. So many aren't. The bottom ones that are bigger are the best. Okay, some are too skinny. Okay. Alrighty. I'll see what I can do. Like the gift bags are getting anymore. They aren't full enough. I save the gift bags that people send me gifts in, that I get gifts in, so that I can reuse them. I don't throw those away. I bought some nylon ones that bags, like grocery store bags. I use those as project bags. Yeah, you save them too, Tina? Yeah. I don't save wrapping paper though. But I do save gift bags. I don't save tissue paper either. Not generally. Oh, there's my vacuum. I think I will do a video today on my hot tub. That was our anniversary. Well, yeah, happy anniversary to us. Tina says I don't save wrapping paper either. I remember my mom doing that at times. Uh-huh. And people saving tissue paper too. It's like it's all crinkled now. I don't want to save that. If times get really hard, I probably will end up, if it gets to like it was in the Depression era, during the Great Depression. My husband's grandparents, um, well, his mother once told me that when she was younger, she threw a piece of cling wrap away. And her mother called her a wicked child. So, if you were born and raised during or trying to make ends meet during the Depression, the Great Depression, yeah, you're gonna save stuff like that. Yes, she lived through that time. We will too, I'm afraid, on the future. I hope I'm gone before then. Dear Lord, take me away. I'm at the thought that before it gets that bad again, I think Jesus is coming back. But I don't know. Tina says, nope, you're younger than me, Michelle. You're stuck here with us. How much younger am I, Tina, than you? But the way I feel some days, I don't think I'll live to be, 55. All right. But I hope I am, because my daughter's getting married a month before my 55th birthday. So I want to be here for that. All right, so not quite 10 years, about 8 years. Yeah, that's real soon. At least my head is clear now, but my legs still hurt. It was my thighs over the weekend. Now it's like my calves that are hurting. My feet hurt at times too. So I guess they got pretty banged up in that accident too. But I didn't break any bones in my feet. Because when you're young, your bones are still pretty pliable. So supposedly I only broke both my legs. A video showing your hot tub would be interesting. I'll watch for it. Okay, Tina. I've had kids ask if I wear a Rolex watch. Is that a Rolex? Students ask me, and they think what I wear is like thousands of dollars, and they think I'm made of money pretty much. It's like, no, this is a Timex watch. I paid about $30 for it. It doesn't light up like it used to. It's supposed to be water resistant. So if I splash a little bit of water on it, it won't die. But if I submerge it, it probably will. I've never seen one like the one you described. What? What did I describe? My watch? I used to wear a Timex watch. It's got to have a flexible band because my coordination issues don't let me put it on with the thing. It's like this, and it used to be I would press this button right here and it would light up. So I could see it at night when I'm in bed rather than turning around to face my clock. Oh, the hot tub. Okay, I'll have to take my phone down and record it, do a recording of it. We went ahead and bought 2 bath mats to put on the 2 sides that we're going to be stepping out of it. And I chose a very colorful color, like wine red, burgundy color. Remember when the hands and the hours glowed during the night just enough to see? Yeah, this one doesn't do this. This whole thing would light up when I press this button here. And of course, this is how I changed the time on the clock. And the day of the month too, but I don't know how to do that very well. I can barely see it anymore anyway. I think I would need my magnifying glass, and even then, it's like, huh? Maybe my lighted magnifying glass with the LED lights. But this is, I've had this watch for quite a while. And I like them with the stretchy bands because I have a hard time doing the clasp otherwise. So kids think it's a Rolex. I had a kid ask me that just last Thursday at the high school, and the week before at an elementary school. Or was it a middle school? I forget. No, it was elementary. And the clothes I wear, they think even though it's like a pair of black pants like I always wear, which are not really, they're like $15 to $20. The top was maybe $20 to $30. My shoes were nothing special, Skechers work shoes. Tina says, I couldn't see mine without glasses. I need the big alarm clocks that used to shine on the ceiling. Wow. Oh, I need the big alarm clocks that used to shine on the ceiling. Yeah, I can't find those. I've got the lighted digital ones now. And they're supposed to be atomic clocks, so that you plug in and there's a battery backup, but usually the battery doesn't end up working, dies when you need it. And as far as seeing the alarm clock shining on the ceiling, shining the time on the ceiling, if I couldn't sleep, man, that would keep me awake all night long. I would never get back to sleep. Tina says, remember them. They were big numbers too. Yes. I thought they were ridiculous. Now would be nice since it's hard to see. Exactly. Things we thought were ridiculous back then, like my lighted magnifying glass that's on wheels. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. That thing. When I was younger and I could see, I thought that was ridiculous overkill, but it's so nice. It lights up real bright. I bet I could see the numbers, the date on my watch with this. Yep. And it's the wrong day. It says 19. But I don't ever use it anyway. Yes, that's a nice one. Yeah, and then I've got the little handheld one without the light. I take it with me when I go to school. Sometimes they have a seating chart, and the writing on it is small because it's all electronic. The pictures with their names, it's real small writing. Things I used to be able to read no problem. Now I need a magnifying glass. And so the kids asked one day, "What's that, miss?" And I'd never seen that before. I says, "I brought it from home. It's to help me see. Because when you get older, your vision goes." Now we look at our phones for time and date. My computer says it too, so. And as far as a watch, I've worn one since I was 8 years old. My parents bought me one when I was in the hospital. And they would say at 2:30 we'll be here every day. And at 2:30 usually they were there every day. Keep in mind, the hospital where I was at was 50 miles one way from where we lived to the hospital. And my parents were there every day. They had to work in the morning. Well, my dad had to work in the morning. Back then, mothers stayed home most of the time. Most married women stayed home with their kids. I did too until I quit working. hmm So for me, wearing a watch on my wrist is pretty much, I take it off when I go shower and when I bathe and when I go in the hot tub. But usually I even sleep with it. Yeah, that's amazing. That's quite a ways to travel every day. Yes. Yep. My parents, there were 2 days in the 93 days that I was in the hospital that my parents did not come. And that's because they had to drive to Connecticut for business events. Because the accident occurred in Canada. So yeah, my parents put on a lot of miles on their car while I was in the hospital. And Kemper says I did too. I wore my watch all the time too. Yep. Yep. I don't know what you were saying, Kemper, that you deleted. You working on your blanket, Susan? Tina's asked that. I figured that's what people do when they're watching videos, is they're working on whatever they're working on, their project. No? Tina says, or Susan says no. You're not working on your blanket right now? What are you doing? Just sitting here watching us? Or listening? Oh, Susan's in bed. All right, Susan. I hope I don't wake your husband up. Tina said you're listening. Okay. Is it nighttime where you are, Susan? She's an hour earlier than I am, Tina. So it's 6:17 there. Hi, Ray. How are you? Ray says, hey, y'all, listening and lurking. Cool. How are you, Ray? What are you working on? Tina says, hi, good morning, Ray. Tired, my eyebrows, Ray. You're tired. What about your eyebrows? What are you having for breakfast? Ray says, hiya, Tina. Hiya, Peppermint. Hi, Carol. How are you? So good to see you. I've missed you. Ray says, that's what I'm working on. LOL. Eyebrows, that is. You're working on eyebrows? What? Penciling them in or what, Ray? Camper says, good morning, Carol. Oh, tweezing your eyebrows. You know, if you tweeze too much, you won't have any more eyebrows. Yeah, Camper says, ouch. Ray says, hiya, Carol. I goofed somewhere and I gotta fix it. And I don't know how. Peppermint says, good morning, Carol. How are you, Carol, and what are you working on? She's probably gonna say, just rolled out of bed, or I'm still in bed. One or the other. Right, Carol? My chat only says 2. Yes, so does mine. And only 3 thumbs. I refreshed and it didn't help. No, probably not. You got my thumb. I got 4 thumbs now and 2 people supposedly, but there's more than that in here. Carol says, I've been up a couple of hours. Sorry, my vision is not doing too good. Was waiting for the devotional to be over. I'm working on putting the finishing details on 2 mermaid tails. That's cool, Carol. I'd love to see those. I'll have to go check you out. Are you going to do a video on them, Carol? Camper says, what size, Carol? What size are your mermaid tails? Are they child or adult size? Tina is asking. Carol says 1 adult and 1 infant. I still have 1 more adult to make, 1 for 5-year-old and another infant. Wow, 1 more adult, 1 for a 5-year-old and 1 for an infant. Cool. Looking forward to seeing those, Carol. I'm having problems. I'm trying to fix this and it won't come out with this. So I'm having problems. Oh, wow, bet they are beautiful. You have your hands full, says Tina. And Ray says, what are you working on? I am working on knitting this for the to do a wreath with a little guy on it. It's knit. Most of it is knit. Ray, the problem was this. See how this looks? This, I don't know how to fix that. Oh, that's cute, says Ray. Peppermint, I'm not sure what you're saying. MS, how me am I? Tina says, I asked earlier, any suggestions on what to make with Karen latte cake yarn? Ray says, it looks like the yarn split. Yeah, and the thing is, I can't get it to, it won't fix itself by pulling on this. So I don't, it's gonna be, it's not perfect. It's got very uneven stitches. I also dropped the stitch down here, and then I found it, and so I had to go back and fix it. So it's not going to be perfect because I'm not very good at knitting. So I'm just going to leave it. Try and go back down to your old stitch. I don't know how to do that without taking the whole thing apart, Ray. Maybe you could hide it when you sew it around the wreath. Good idea. Thank you. Ray says it will look amazing. It's okay. You can fix a lot with sewing. Thank you. Yes, Tina. All right. Carol says, Tina, I use it to make scarves and hats and shawls. Pretty much anything that is a super special project. So Carol uses the latte cakes. So there you go, Tina. And Ray says, I have never worked with latte cakes, Tina. I've had different Karen cakes. I don't know if I've ever had latte cakes. I know I got a crystal cake for the one of that giveaway I won from one of the people. They sent me a crystal cake along with some other stuff, notions and stuff. So this is all I'm gonna do. I've never worked with latte cakes. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have either. I do have a lot of flex yarn. What would you make with the flex yarn, Carol? I've made cardigans, a cardigan with it. 2 cardigans, I think. Those crystal cakes look beautiful. Yeah, I haven't bought any for myself yet, but I do have one. Camper says Ollie's have them on sale right now. Crystal Bagaday always said how much she loved them. They were too pricey for me. $4.99, not so bad. Cool. Ray says those crystal cakes look beautiful. Yep, they do. Sorry, guys, my vision's not doing too good today. Carol says $4.99 is a great price. I was thinking about going to Ollie's myself today. Well, cool. And Camper says I bought crystal cakes to Ray. Only one type. Peppermint says, sorry, show me, where are they? Where are what, Susan? My mistakes? I got them on clearance a couple of years ago for $2.50 each. Where was that, Carol? Take your camera, Carol, says Tina. That's awesome, Tina. That's even better, Carol. Yeah. Where did you get them for $2.50? It was at Michael's. Awesome. With the way prices are going up on yarn, if you can get them for that price, it's a steal. One, two, three, four, 5, 10, 15. Michael's is over 60 miles from me. Wow. Carol says, I really stocked up, but I want more for that price. Of course, for that price, I would want them too. I think I goofed. I should have 22 stitches on each row, and I'm down to 20. 10. I'll add some more. They are so soft. Carol says, my Ollie's is 40 miles away, but it's a pretty easy drive. That's a long distance. Camper says, call before you go and make sure their stock is in. I hate going to a store, and especially if it's a long distance and they don't have what I want. Carol says, I really shouldn't be buying more yarn. That's my story too. Camper says some have them and some don't. Carol says, good idea, Tina. Call them first. Yep. Tina says, me either, Carol. I couldn't resist. Oh, yep. I know that deal. Yeah, my husband was so mad at me when I did the open boxes on camera. He heard everything I was saying because he was here when I did those videos about my unboxings. Carol says, be right back. Hi, Dance. How are you? We're talking about yarn and sails. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Okay. Camper says hi, Dance, and Dan says hi, Camper. What did you make with crystal cakes, Ray? Since I only have one, I don't know what I'm going to make with it. Probably a hat and maybe a cowl. Ray says, I have never used crystal cakes, but I have seen them and they are stunning. Yep, they're stunning. Beautiful. Okay, it says I only have 2 people in here, and I know I've got more than 2. I'll be right back, guys. They're slightly thicker. They have cloud cakes too. They are really squishy soft too. Wonderful. I'm I'm gonna see about getting more coffee and making another pot. Ray says, that sounds amazing, Tina. I can't deal with hash yarn like pounds of hate, love. Harsh. Well, I use it because that's what I could afford sometimes. Tina says, I like about any yarn, but I bought some of these and think they need to be something special created out of them. Exactly. The more expensive the yarn, the nicer project it's got to be. Using those harsh yarns are good for baskets. Maybe making these kind of things, wall hangings, decorations, things that don't go against your skin. Two, three, four, 5, 10, 13, 14, 15, 18. Okay. Basic acrylic, great for blankets, says Tina. They are warm and soften up after washing them. Ray says, I can't work with it because I have sensory issues and it hurts to work with it. Oh, bummer, Ray. That's a bummer. Wow, Ray, that stinks. So sorry, says Tina. Yep, so sorry. Well, I found out some of the problems I'm having. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. But I don't know how to fix it. You would love the latte cakes then for sure, says Tina. And Ray, they're on sale at Ollie's. Do you have an Ollie's near you? Ray says it's okay. I live with it. I love to hit up those Hobby Lobby clearance. I have really soft yarn and I got a bunch for like $1. Wow, awesome. I do have an Ollie's. It's like 35 minutes away. Well, yeah, so it's not someplace you would go on a regular basis. Yeah. I lost a couple stitches somewhere. Ray says gas is like $4 a gallon here. Wow. Yeah, it's $3.50 here. Camper says a woman at my church craft group told me Hobby Lobby has clearance in January too. She worked there. Cool. I hope they have what you're looking for, Ray. How far is Hobby Lobby from you? I don't go to Hobby Lobby very often because they're like 7 miles away. I've got Joanne's 3 miles away, so I go there. Ray says, really? She's all excited. I just got super excited. It's right next to Ollie's. Oh, okay. So you've got to drive that far then. I wouldn't make a special trip to Ollie's until you make that trip also for Hobby Lobby. Go to Hobby Lobby first. January. Woohoo! Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna be if my Annie's Kick doesn't come soon for my kit number 6 for the Annie's Kick Club for the Casablanca Afghan, I'm gonna be working with my Hobby Lobby yarn that I put in my shopping cart and my daughter bought it for me for my birthday. I'm gonna start on that Afghan soon. If my next shipment of the Annie's Kit Club for the Casablanca doesn't come soon. Save why? Save your money. That's hard right after Christmas. Uh-huh. And Ray says, oh, that was sweet of her. Yes. She said, Mom, what do you want for your birthday and Mother's Day? I said, okay, here's my shopping cart for Hobby Lobby. That's what I want. So she bought it all for me. 10 balls of sweet, I forget what it's called. But it was in the teals, and it was called Minted Macaroon was the color name of it. Sugar wheel acrylic. Minted Macaroon. Yes, the sugar wheel. She got you the perfect gift then. Yes, she did. Just what I wanted. I hid my Ollie's trip from my husband. And Ray says, Tina, can't be hiding things from your husband. Not when it comes to the money we spend. You know, last week I cleared out some clothes that were too small for me. Ray says, I wish I could. He drives me everywhere, though. Well, yeah, you can't very well hide him from your Ollie's trip if he's driving you there. Michelle, you asked me yardage. That's what I meant. They are hidden. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to get going soon, everyone. Ray says, so buy online and hide the new yarn in the yarn wall. Throw away all wrappers. Oh boy. That's kind of nasty of you, Ray. Mean and nasty. Hiding from your husband and everything. Camper says, I drove myself and didn't take me long. Like, ooh, some of this, some of that. I bet. And Camper says, I need a yarn wall. And Ray says, I hope you have an amazing day. I plan to. Eventually, I'll get this, my count figured out. And I'll get this done. Or the count figured out anyway. Later. But I have to go for now. Hi, Jennifer. And they're starting early. They're starting before 9 o'clock, my time. Normally they wait until 9 o'clock before the solicitors start calling. Hello? Yes. No, we don't. No damage. No damage. Oh. All right. We'll talk to you later, everyone. Have a great day.